Hi, I'm just going to pull a couple cards, messages from your person's higher self. I know in the last few readings that I've done, there's been a huge theme circulating around lovers and separation, lovers that are meant to be but aren't talking right now, or they're in other relationships. So I just wanted to pull a couple conversation cards to see what they have to say to you if they could. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull those. So let's see. Wow. You were the love of my life. I didn't figure that out before. I now know that it's true. And then I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. Okay, so if you've watched my previous readings, if you haven't, it's fine. But basically, this person hasn't yet opened and connected or accepted that this connection is something rare and real, because what they feel is so strong that they've actually ran away from this connection and probably jumped into another connection that has felt safer for them. They're probably with someone that doesn't challenge them the way that you do, because you and this person reflect each other. You two trigger each other. So you actually brought out a side of them that they have been avoiding and refusing to face. So that is why they ran. And you were the love of my life. I didn't figure that out before. I now know that it's true. I feel like in this time of separation, they have this feeling for you has actually grown instead of subsided. You would think that over time that this feeling would fade for this person, but no, actually this person's feelings has definitely grown, and I think that's really scary to them, and it's something that they don't want to admit, because I feel like they're really trying to shove this feeling down. Bottom of the deck, I feel abandoned. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. Again, when they left you, when they denied this relationship, when they chose to run away from this love, they're actually running away from themselves, because they are you. You are them. And that's something that I've brought up in my previous readings. I did one where twin flames popped out. So if you want to look into twin flames, you can go ahead and do that. Let's see what else this person has to say. When times got too tough, I gave up on you too soon. Or, when times got tough, I gave up on you too soon. Yep. So again, they ran. Instead of really trying to work on this connection, they decided to give up. I feel like this connection really put them in a spiral downfall. You triggered things in them that they hadn't felt before. They didn't know. I just saw 333. They didn't know why they were acting the way that they did. They didn't know why you were triggering them the way that you did. I feel like they could have reacted to you instead of responded. And it was too much for them to handle, so they decided, again, to just walk away from this, regardless of how they felt towards you. Our relationship was different and special. Other people didn't understand it. Oh, okay. I feel like this person that you're in separation with maybe had friends that played a part in the downfall of this relationship. Maybe they were too easily maybe your person was too easily influenced by the people around them, and maybe convinced them that you should break up with them. When you would try to explain how you felt towards them, or when they tried to explain to their friends how they felt towards you, they didn't understand, because it was such a strong magnetic feeling that you've never felt before. And it's just not something that their friends could have possibly understood. And because of this, and because of this person's need to feel accepted, their ego being threatened, they chose their friends over you, unfortunately. So at this time in their journey, they thought that that's what was best. My heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. All right. This person obviously cannot stop thinking about you. I feel like you've expressed to yourself many times about how you feel towards this person, and they kept shutting you down. So I feel like they are nervous about even contacting you just because of how much they've hurt you in the past, and they know that they've hurt you and made you cry, and they just feel like, oh, how could you ever take me back after everything I put you through, you know? Okay, let's see what else. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. Oh my god, it came out again. I just said this, so I'm not going to go over this, but this person definitely wants to come back to you. And then bottom of the deck, our love was too intense for me to handle. I needed to break away. Exactly what I said. Exactly what I just said. This was something that they'd never felt before. It was getting in the way of maybe other things, other responsibilities that they had in their life. So like, if it was getting in the way of a job, if it was getting in the way of their schoolwork, or if they were just neglecting their own self and their needs because all of their time, attention, and effort was going into this relationship. I'm picturing someone drowning and trying to keep afloat. All the water here signifies emotions that they had for you, but then like not being able to like breathe and like not be able to put in the energy to care for themselves, because everything was just so all about you in this relationship, in this connection, that they didn't put that same energy into themselves. So in order for them to be able to concentrate back on themselves again, unfortunately they had to cut you out, and that's so sad. So this person definitely needs to gain some balance, so that way they can have you and they can achieve their goals, because what they need to understand is that they can have both. They can have both. They can have you. They can have this beautiful love, this once, I don't want to say once in a lifetime, but pretty much once in a lifetime extraordinary love, and be able to fulfill their own achievements, their own accomplishments, and maintain their mental health, physical well-being. I just feel like at this time when you two were together, when it ended, this person wasn't able to do that. So let's get one more message. What does your person want to say to you? Oh, 2 came out. I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time, and you were my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in, and I betrayed your trust. Okay, so again, so I don't know if this person has ever said, I love you. And even during this time of separation, they're definitely hiding how much they really feel. Even if they're in another partnership with someone else, I feel like they're definitely masking what they feel. Again, that feeling of repressing those feelings for you just because they're just so strong, and I'm sensing that they're realizing that they can't get rid of these feelings for you. You were my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in, and I betrayed your trust. I feel like you understood this person like no one else has, and they really appreciate that about you, and that's something that they absolutely adore about you. And because they were honest with their feelings, and because they've told you, oh no, I only see you as a friend, or maybe they just completely invalidated the feelings that you feel for them when you expressed your feelings and communicated that to them. They know that they hurt you by doing so. So they feel like they've lost this for good. And I actually don't know if that's true. Let's see what the bottom of the deck says. I think I read this one earlier. My heart always comes back to you even when I don't want it to. Again, this person is really trying to push down these feelings. Well, they're not really going anywhere, so that sucks. Okay, that's kind of mean, but like, honestly, this person just really needs to awaken to this connection because it is so beautiful. And then what they need to do is really just learn to love themselves so that way they can really see that they are deserving of this love. Like, honestly, this love is so beautiful, and it's just like they're hurting themselves by not accepting that and by choosing to run away. The more that they run away, the more that they're just like doing themselves a disservice. Let me pull some tarot cards and see what energy this person's currently in regards to you. And then I want to see what crystals that we need to work with during this time. Okay. What is this person's energy towards you? I just saw the Two of Cups, which is spiritual union. And I just saw the Six of Wands, which is success. So let me see. What is your person's current energy towards you? What is this person's current energy towards you? Okay, bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups in reverse. This is showing me that they lack self-love. They lack a love for themselves in order to come forward to you. They don't feel confident enough. They're still trying to learn how to love themselves. So if they can't love themselves, then they can't come towards you. They don't have that confidence to do so. They don't feel like they have anything to offer you. And then the Five of Pentacles. I feel like they are currently working on finances and career. They don't have the money to even offer you a solid foundation to make this relationship successful. Also, this is a card of feeling left out in the cold. So they don't feel happy that you two are apart. They're feeling very, very low, sad. It makes them very sad to think about you two not being together. And then with the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Wands, I'm feeling like they have all of this passion towards you, but what I was saying earlier, they are looking away from it. They're refusing to see it because they're working on their self-confidence. This is their solar plexus chakra. So what they're doing is currently trying to partake in activities and just engage in things that make them happy, that make them feel happy, and to gain a sense of self-confidence. And I feel that they feel that if they were to make a move towards you, it would destroy that. So they're currently trying to build themselves up right now. But I do heavily, they think about you in a very, very passionate way. The Ace of Wands is, I always think of this like passionate new beginnings, as far as like maybe they think about you sexually, but it's just like they cannot think these things, so they try to shove those feelings down. This wand, this orange wand here, represents the sacral chakra, which has to do with your sexual pleasures. So this person finds you very highly sexually attractive, physically attractive, but they are ignoring these temptations or these urges of when they think about you, because they are working on themselves, because they lack this self-love. And they feel that if they were to enter your life, because they're so passionate about you, it would completely just, they wouldn't put in the time, effort, or energy to work on themselves because they're so drawn into you. You're so mesmerizing. So right now they're just really protecting their energy and working on themselves, and right now it's best if they just don't come towards you because they just have a lot to work on for themselves, for their own well-being. And I'm noticing in the Five of Pentacles card, this key, all she has to do, it's right there. All she has to do is pick it up, and everything this person seeks, I feel like this person has a huge focus on what they lack. But everything that they seek is already within them, and I don't think that they've acknowledged that yet. They haven't quite figured that out, which is why it's really important for them to continue to do this inner work that they've been doing. They're very guarded with their heart, and that's just because they are working, they've been hurt in the past, so they're working on building that self-confidence, so that way they can eventually turn this reverse Ace of Cups this way, so that way they can offer you a cup of love because they have so much passion towards you. Wow. Alright, let's see what crystals. I'm just going to pull a couple crystals to see what we can work with in this time. In separation, what crystals should we be working with? What crystals? Amethyst, opening up your crown chakra. I pay attention to my intuition and dreams. I easily interpret their messages. Develop intuition, use your psychic gift, increase dream recall and the interpretations of symbols in all areas of life, transform and transmute negativity. Wow. Okay, so amethyst helps us open up our crown chakra, which allows us to utilize our intuition. So those gut feelings that we feel, that is actually our intuition telling us whether or not something is for us and we are on the right path. This also talks about dreams. So if you can remember your dreams, those are messages from the universe. Dreams are always very, very significant. I know that some people don't dream, they can't remember their dreams. I actually just recently stopped smoking, so I have been able to remember my dreams lately, and they have been so crazy vivid and wild, and I'm just like, what the heck? And I'm currently trying to decipher what those means, but I'm constantly, like, the second I wake up, I write down my dreams, and then I Google what I can remember. So if something significant pops up, like a green glowing light, I will Google that. And actually, now that I think about that, now I'm saying it out loud, that reminds me of the Northern Lights, and that's really cool. That's something that I definitely want to see in my lifetime. But get in touch with your dreams, because these are actually helping you and giving you messages that you can utilize in your waking life. So if you're dreaming of your person, you two are connecting on higher realms. You're connecting in the dream state. So pay attention to that, because these dreams mean something. They're not just willy-nilly. Cool. I want to pull one more. What are you doing? What crystals should we be working with at this time? Okay. Tourmalated quartz. I am mindful of the energetic connections between others and myself. I automatically remove unhealthy cords of attachment. Restore harmony and peace on all levels. Deflect unwanted or unhealthy vibrations. Break unhealthy energetic cords. Uncover unconscious beliefs and patterns. Okay, so this is really all about removing things that are no longer serving you. Recognize when it is time to let someone go. You attract in your life everything that's a reflection of you. So if someone, let's say you're dating someone and then you realize, you know what, I'm not having fun anymore. They're not serving me. They're not benefiting my life. We're just not connecting in the same way anymore. It is okay to cut that out, because people in your life are put there for a reason and you are learning things through them. So this person might have already served their purpose in your life. It's okay. Now it's time to move on and then build other connections that you're energetically attached to. And then with this person that we read these cards for, the one that you're energetically bonded to, recognize whether it's attachment or okay, there's a difference between unhealthy attachment and healthy attachment, because one comes from a place of codependency and fear, and one just comes from acceptance of what is. And with this connection that you have with this person, it is just one of those things that just is, because that is how you two incarnated on this planet together. You two came here with the soul mission of coming together, triggering each other, separating, and then learning those lessons that you needed to learn in order to come back together as two healthy, stronger individuals. So, all right, that's all. Bye. I hope you enjoyed that.